Hi!
Hello. All right, guys, we're going to get started as soon as Rachel gets back in here. So, get ready.
She a big girl and a big deal. I like a big girl. Going down that back street, listening to Blackstreet. Running around the whole town. Neighbors yelling at me like, you need to slow down. Going 38, man, shut the fuck down. Okay, damn hard. What the hell,
That's like Rachel. Hey, they're $5. Yeah. Are you guys excited? Woo! Is people, are you guys still waiting on people? Yeah. I mean, we're gonna start, but I just want to make sure people are still coming in. Can't wait. I just want the chairs to be filled, that's all. All right, guys. Okay, well, first I'm gonna make an awkward announcement. I just made it awkward by saying awkward. A lot of you guys have asked where Sean is. He's not gonna be coming around anymore. So it's a personal thing. If everybody doesn't want to ask me, that'd be awesome. That's it. All right, we're gonna get started. And now on that note, woo! You guys, come on, please. All right, Zach. Take a second and recognize some of our veterans. Taylor Tilly is actually here. She wants to stand up. Lori. Thank you guys. Lori, Kim wants you to take a picture of this tonight. Kim and Mike couldn't be here today for his family situation.
American soldier. Give me gas to
Emotions in the hall. Woo! You guys want your face up this month for Turning Emotion? Woo! Who promoted? Who's here? Woo! All right. So we went to a Diamonds and Above Leader Retreat, and we just want to talk to you guys about that. So it was myself, Rachel, Lisa, and Savannah that were all able to go, and it was seriously so awesome, and it really changed, I know, my business, and I believe it's your guys too. It's insane. So I think a lot of you guys were following, what this really was, but for those who didn't, I just want to kind of explain a little. We're sitting, okay? I just want to explain a little bit more. Tiffany, this is the first year Tiffany did it. So Tiffany, her presidential diamond leader, she's going faster this month. She wanted to start giving back, and so she said, diamonds and above, if you went diamond by September, the end of September, she would treat you to an all-inclusive vacation,
mini vacation to Tennessee. So that's who all those people are diamonds and above, and we didn't have to pay for anything, and we just got to literally spend the night in this huge mansion with five
presidential diamonds.
It was ridiculous. Like, talk about picking brains whenever we could. It was insane.
2 of us roomed with
not fair. Still a little salty about that. But the cool thing is she's doing this every single year. So she told us, go back and tell your teams what you guys learned and hype it up, because she wants everybody to be there, even if she has to get another mansion next year. She wants diamonds and above to just keep on popping so we can all do this together, because I know we just said 10 times it's insane, but it was life-changing. It was like a mini all-girls conference.
Yeah. Right, and it was just crazy because everybody talked about their, how they run their business, their struggles with the business, just absolutely everything, and it was just, that there was presidential diamonds there asking for our advice on things, and that's just, that's kind of cool. Not that we want them to struggle, but.
And we wanted to all share something really cool we grasped from it, even though we learned a lot. But something that Desi just said that I wanted to talk about was, that was the coolest thing, is Tiffany wanted, it was fun in games, we were drinking, we were doing fun stuff, but we were also doing 3-hour leadership things each day. So there was a leadership circle. We would go around, talk about ourselves, say where we were at, where we wanted to be, what would stand in our way, and what we were struggling with. And it's crazy because there were diamonds, double, all the way up to presidentials, and every single person, I don't want to say they said they were stuck, but they were all talking about how they were kind of just struggling. And it was cool because I feel like, I know when I'm struggling, I don't talk about it to you guys because I don't want it to be a downward spiral, but I sometimes feel alone, like I'm the only one struggling or I'm doing something wrong. And it was insane when we went around. And then we got to Tiffany Her, again, presidential diamond, and she's about to go ambassador, said, guys, I need your help. I can't sign loyals. And it's crazy because she's talking about signing loyals, and she was asking for our help. So something that I grasped from it was, we all struggle, and it's literally just what you do when you're struggling. And it was nice being able to feed off each other and learn little things. Like Tiffany was asking us how we sign loyals. That was pretty cool to know that we're all real people, and we're not, just because we're up there, it's not easy every single day. So that's something I learned.
And something that I learned was when we were going around in the circles, we were all talking about kind of how we run our businesses and just the different techniques we use to run our teams and run social media and everything like that. And it was absolutely amazing to hear, Tiffany Her's mom, Kathy Her, was talking about how she's not good at social media, and she is all about talking, blitzing, doing all that good stuff. And then she was trying to, she was stuck because she was trying to make her business focused around social media, and that's not her. So it was just interesting to learn that if you're doing something that works, don't try to change it. And we just learned so many different techniques and different tips and everything on how to run our businesses. And yeah,
there's not really there's not one right way.
Yeah, there's no one right way to do it. You have to find your niche and then stick with it and run with it. Like Tiffany's, when she first started, she was doing parties every single weekend, and that's how she went diamond in 30 days. And then she stopped doing that. I don't know why, but whatever. And then she said at the retreat, I need to start doing parties again, because that's how my business took off, and that's how I went diamond in 30 days, double in 60 days, and triple in 90 days. And that's insane. So find what you're good at and then just run with it.
So the one thing that I took from the meeting is, as you promote, your team is going to continue to get bigger and bigger. And you're going to run into people that, we have those terms, sitters, walkers, joggers, runners. Well, one thing I want to remind you on, this is what we all learned, was you can't forget about people who are just sitting there, because they may not be doing what they need to be doing right now, but in a few months, they can really pick up the pace. And if you weren't there for them when they really needed you, then they're going to be like, I'm sorry that you weren't there for me when I asked for your help. And they're going to go to someone else who wants to help them. So the one tip that I got is just make sure you are still interacting with those who are not doing just what you want them to do. Maybe they're not being consistent, or maybe they're not having parties, whatever it may be. You still need to help them. You're still their upline, you're still their leader. And so you need to make sure that they are feeling important, just as all of your runners are feeling important as well. One thing that I like to tell my people that are kind of like the sitters and the walkers is, I'm here for you, and I'm ready to run when you're ready. So whatever you may need from me, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to help you do that. And then the last thing was, don't just focus on those who are on your chart. Like I said, when you're promoting, when you get to emerald and diamond, you're going to have so many people on your chart, But you may have people on your team that are not on your chart, and you can't forget about them because they're trying to promote as well. So just make sure you guys are giving your time to not only those who are on your chart, but everyone on your team, no matter if they are sitting or if they are your runners, whatever they may be, make sure you guys are giving them all of your effort as well.
Alyssa's like term she said was like, she said, I don't put all of my eggs in one basket.
So I actually had the awesome opportunity of rooming with Alyssa. So I roomed with Alyssa Villieu the entire time that we were there. So I can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys, but when we got our room, I was like, hey girl, I'm just letting you know, like I'm gonna ask you 20 questions every night before bed. Like, I just want you to know that ahead of time. So we stayed up for hours each night and just talking, and it was so cool to get to know her on a more personal level and really pick her brain. And some of the stuff that I learned from her, one of the things was that every time she enrolls someone, you always, or at least I know I personally, get a packet with all of the charts for everyone, and I keep that together so that each month I can go through it and keep track of their charts for them. One of the things that she writes on their charts and that she goes over with them when she first enrolls them, she asks them 3 questions, and she writes these down. She asks them, what do you want? Why do you want it? And what's going to stand in your way? So that later on, if that person's down, she can call them and be like, listen, what's going on? Remember 2 months ago when you wanted this, you wanted to do this so that you could, buy extra Christmas presents or put, Susie in ballet. Like, do you remember that you wanted this? Do you still want that? So that you can really connect with them and you can remind them, you had a reason why you started. You started for a reason. Do you still want to do that? Like, what's going on? So that you can really connect with them and help them. Because like they were saying, your charts are going to grow and you're going to get busy and you're going to forget small things like that. And it's really important that you're able to connect with people on that level and that you're able to know what's important to them, because ultimately it's about what's important to them and what's going to fuel them to grow their own business. And then another thing that I learned, and it's kind of another personal story, but I was really struggling before this retreat. I was really down. I was just out of it. I was having my slowest month, and something that I learned on the retreat was that this has to be fun. If this isn't fun for you, then you're doing something wrong. This business has to be fun, you guys. We're all about having fun. And I realized that the reason my business was suffering is because it wasn't fun anymore. I was making it work. And I didn't join this business for work. I joined this business so I didn't ever have to work again. I joined it so that it was fun. And a really cool thing that we all learned, I don't know if you guys knew this beforehand, but Pam Souter was having that same struggle. But back in the day when she was running her business, she was really stuck. And so she just took a second and she took a walk, and that's when she came up with the steps to success. She was just on a walk and the steps to success just came to her. And that's, I think that's so cool. We all thought that was awesome, like that it just came to her, and that's how she came up with it. So it just, they also told us that Stephanie Dunn is the #1 person for adventure. So if you guys follow anyone on your journey, it should be Stephanie Dunn, because she's another person that she constantly, even if she's feeling stuck, every day is a new adventure for her, so that she is sharing her story and constantly finding new things to talk about and making sure that she's always having fun and making sure that she's showing that. So I guess the point of all of that is that to make sure that you're having fun, and if you're ever feeling stuck, just go for a walk. Give yourself an hour. Take a break. Make sure that you're taking a break, but don't take a week off, because it could hurt your business. Just take a small break and collect yourself and pull yourself together and go on an adventure of your own, so that you're genuine when you're sharing your story and that people can see that you're being genuine.
Something Tiffany added in there was, if you do have, because you're going to have those times where it might be tough for you, your team shouldn't know. Like if you're taking a couple hours off, your team shouldn't know. Yeah, you can, Savannah's in my downline, she could be like, Rachel, I'm having a hard time. I'm going to take a couple hours and put my phone away. I should be the only one that knows that. Savannah's downline should never know that. So that was something I liked too, because I think it's easy when we're having a bad day to be like, vent, like these guys are all my best friends and some of them are my downline. And, you have to remember your downline looks up to you and they shouldn't know when you guys are having bad days.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah.
I already know which one.
All right, Michelle, she actually flew in from Vegas, right? Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Awesome to be able to have you here. Hi, I'm Michelle. I feel like this half of the room knows me, so you guys prepare for what's about to come out of my mouth, and then you guys probably gonna think I'm crazy. So, my name is Lachelle, and I've been involved for like, it'll be 4 months on the 15th. And it was because my best friend Scarlett is not here. She's baby sick because she's pregnant. Okay. And she got involved with It Works, and I was like watching her her Facebook, and I'm like, what is this girl doing? She didn't tell me. I didn't know what It Works was. And I started doing some research just because I cared about her. So I was like, what did she just get herself into? So I started doing some research, and I like saw the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I saw the opportunity. Taking pictures, make sure I look skinny. I like Valencia. I saw the opportunity, and I feel like some people see the opportunity right away. Some people it takes a while. Perfect example is Caleb Tilley. I targeted her. I wanted her on my team right when I got involved. So that girl, I want you. So I reached out to her. I was like, listen, I want you on my team. And I signed her up, and for like 2 weeks, I was like, hello, do you hear me? Like, you're signed up now, like, let's go. And she was like, I don't know what to do. And then when she saw the light, she's like, let's get it on, like, let's go, like, I'm ready for it. So I saw the light, and I just committed. And I think that's the biggest thing is commitment. When you get into this business, I know that there's some potentials here. There is a commitment in this business. Should I sit? Am I here? Is this okay? So commitment. Your commitment to this business is posting to social media. It's being a part of the team. That's your commitment. You know, if you can commit to that, you can set a goal. What is your goal in the company? Well, before I got involved with it, well, right when I got involved with Works, when I signed, I set a goal. My goal is I'm going to make $500,000. You guys think I'm crazy? Because what's your goal? I'm going to make $500,000. Everyone's really quick. So I'm going to do whatever I possibly can to get there. Once I get there, I'll set another goal. So I'm committed to make $500,000, and I'm going to do anything possible to get there. You guys are like on your phones, and I'm like old school. No, to the plane. So what is committing to It Works? Posting social media. Like I said, this 3-3 rule is what I live by. Everyone's like, why do you still have to sign loyal customers? And I feel like it's because I'm consistent with posting. Lifestyle post, product post. Do at least 1 product post a day. I think that that's so important. Commit to that. Commit to doing 1 product post a day. Me and Savannah had a conversation about why I signed loyals. This is before I had like a little DT flow in, but she's like, you sign loyal customers because you do product posts, and I sign DTs because I do lifestyle posts. So now I'm doing lifestyle posts because I wanted to start bringing them in. I'm committing to growing my team. I want, not only when you get into this business, I don't think of any DT as a box. I see you all as diamonds. You guys are all diamonds to me. So if you ever look at a DT and you think of them as a box, talk to me, because it's not what they should do. That's not what they should be to you. Marketing yourself is huge when it comes to committing to It Works. There's some days where the biggest struggle I have is putting some makeup on to take a selfie and put 2 fingers up and say I want to. Like, that's what I'm committing to. But marketing yourself is huge in this business. Product research. Okay, so I'm gonna get into product research right now. So that's a big thing too, that everyone's like, why do you sign so many loyal customers? This is kind of a weird example. There's some guys in the room, but I set this example when I did my loyal customer video. But if you're going to get birth control, girls, and the doctor is like, I'm gonna put a chip in you that's gonna make you not get pregnant. And you're like, okay, so what does it do? And he's like, I don't know, but it works. Oh, yeah, sure, plant it in my arm. You need to know about the products. It's so important. And the best thing is that our products are easy products. So why people come to me and order is because they can ask me questions and I can answer them. I mean, it's simple. Write this down. Okay, these are the search engines that I use. I use WebMD. I use Livestrong, which is the website that's off of Livestrong plans. I use the Product Coach. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Product Coach, because I know there's some new ones, people in here, and I know that there's some potentials. We have a Product Coach, and it's amazing. And I have it up on my computer at all times, or my phone. And if anyone asks me a question ever, I can go to the Product Coach, and I'll just scan it and see if the question's there. And if it's not, then that's when I go to Livestrong, and that's when I say, hey, and this is okay too. Always remember this too. If you ever have for instance, this happened to me yesterday. If you don't know, tell them, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ask my upline, can I have like 30 minutes? Because I feel like people actually respect that you are not giving them bullshit. Sorry if I swear. And like, you're gonna take your time to go research for them. A girl asked me about PMS, if there was any products that she could use for my PMS. I know that we have Ester Rhythm, but I haven't done any research on it. So I went on That's Rec, I'm like, hey, has anyone used Ester Rhythm? Because I didn't know, and I told her, hey, I need 30 minutes and I'm gonna get back to you. She was completely appreciative of me because I didn't feed her any bullshit. Like, yeah, why don't you just start Relief? Maybe it'll work. Like, do your research. I did watch a rap video once. I watched a rap party video, and this lady goes in the rap video. You guys might have watched this because it's like one of the most popular ones. But she goes, "The best thing about my job is that I don't need to know the science behind the products." And I completely disagree with that. I think that you should know the science behind the products. Like I said, our products are easy. I don't know about all of them. I think that you should pick our most popular ones: the Fat Fighter, Confinza, Relief, Regular. Like, these are all just normal products that we use that just have a different name. So product research is huge. I feel like a lot of people come to me because, well, here's the thing. So I want to talk about this, but I get nervous to talk about this. So if you're in the room right now, and I already talked to you about this, is the problem, but we need to write informative posts. We need to write posts that are about the products. You need to write a novel sometimes about Fat Fighter, about Confinza, about whatever. You need to write those novels because what I do is I write those novels, and then when people, oh, you know what? I need to. Okay. So we'll have I'll do little posts about the Fat Fighter. Like, I'll post a picture of food that has carbs, and I'm like, thank God for the Fat Fighter, that's why I'm skinny. So on Tuesday, what? Our blockers are why I'm skinny. TJ likes pizza. On Tuesday, all these people liked my post about the products. Okay, there's a page. And the next day, I go and message them. Hey, I saw you liked my post yesterday about the Fat Fighters. Did you want more information? Then they reply, yeah, I'd love more information. So then I tag them in my informative post. The one that says white kidney bean, prickly pear cactus. It paralyzes the enzymes in your stomach so that your body doesn't absorb the carbs. Okay? Then they can read that, so they get all the information at once. Why I was kind of hesitant about telling you when I did this is because do not copy my posts. And I'm going to tell you, this isn't me being a bitch. This is me telling you to not copy my posts because, one, you see somebody at the grocery store, and they're like, hey, I saw your post about the Fat Fighter. What is that active ingredient again? I think it's white kidney bean, because you just copied. And the reason why I say this is because I've had to ask people to take down the post that they copied word for word, because what did you learn? What if you get stopped where you're like, oh, I don't know the answer? Like, if you copy a post of just information that you found about greens, do you guys know how many servings the greens has in fruits and vegetables? It's 8. But what if you didn't know that because you just copy and paste? So it's important that you do the research. That way, if you ever are asked questions, you can answer them. Another thing I do with loyal customers is, so there's a list from Tuesday. Wednesday is the day that I contacted them. If they respond to me, what I do is they go on a follow-up list. So this is my follow-up list from November. This is everybody that has, can you see? No? Okay, so there's 41 people right now for November. These are the people that have responded to my messages, okay? So they go on the list now. And I have, don't ask me to use this list, it's really easy. It's name, follow-up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what they're interested in, whatever status they'd like. Fat Fighter, Thermofit, whatever. So then I follow up with them every day until they say yes or no. I never really get no's, I just get ignored. And I will continue to follow up with them until they tell me. Because until they tell me to do that, I'm just gonna still blow up their inbox. Because I don't care, this is my business. It's like you talk about the bag, and I kind of sell you the bag, we keep talking about it, I'm gonna keep talking about it until you buy the bag. That's what it is. Cool. So, another thing too is I don't really have any search engine for the ingredients. I just Google. There's some ingredients in new products, and I'm starting to look into like new. Like I haven't done a lot of research about beauty yet, but I'm starting to look into it now. And I just Googled the ingredients because I don't know them. And okay, so when it comes to informative posts too, I would recommend when you put a long post, I would repost it in like 2 weeks, just so that it's more newer on your newsfeed. Because I find sometimes that like I just recently started doing it because when I wanted someone to know about the information about Bat Fighter, I would have to scroll through my pictures forever to try to find that one picture that has all the information about the Bat Fighter. And so finally, I reposted it again. Does that make sense? It's kind of awkward up here, and everyone just look at me like. Okay. That's researching products and loyal customers. I think come hand in hand. I mean, the biggest thing I think right now is I've been asked so many times about loyal customers, and it's product research. I can't stress it enough. No, we have 35 products. Just pick a product a week, pick 2 a week. I mean, this is a perfect example. Beyonce is a singer. All she has to worry about is breathing. She has to work on her breathing every single day. She has to remember her words. So that's all that's involved with her job is singing, breathing, remembering her words. This is a job to me, at least. But it's fun though, because I get excited every day to do it. But the only thing that we need to know is about the products that we're selling. So I think the product research is what has made me grow a little faster. Because we all have the same tools, it's just how we use them. Okay. So another huge thing is taking care of your loyals. So I check in with my loyals, and I transfer a lot of loyals to my other distributors, and I don't give them to them and be like, hey, here you go, like take care of them. I take care of all of my loyal customers. What I like to do is I like to take care of them a lot at the beginning because it's just easier for me to, if I get them on the right track, I know that they're going to take them. Within a week of them ordering, I put them on a list, my binder. I'm going to make $500,000 to get a binder. Okay. And I put them on my list to follow up after they order. I follow up a week later and say, hey, did you use the product? They're like, yeah. I'm like, cool, call me. I know that's awkward because we don't like to text nowadays, call me. So I talk to all my loyal customers and I say, this is how you're gonna take it. Even if it's regular, I'm gonna take a laxative, I'm gonna tell you how to take it and when to take it. It's important. Loyal customers are so important because there's no way it works without customers. So you have to take care of them. Another huge thing is that every loyal customer to me is a potential distributor. I have 3 people on my team that are loyal customers for us, for me, my team, well, for our team. They became distributors because I took care of Angela, perfect example. Angela's right here. Hi, Angela, you're pretty. And she was a loyal customer. She did the triple threat, and I checked in on her every single week. I would lay in bed and talk to her on the phone. She's like, hey girl, what's going on? You like them greens? No, I don't like those greens. Hey, let's get you some berry. Got you some berry. I mean, that's what it is. Another thing too that I found out just recently, because I just went to this training in Vegas, is sending people their referral link. Oh my God, it's so big. Okay, why is it big? Number 1, they have 30 days to refer anybody and they get a free box of wraps and $35 or $35 in perk points. Everyone knows that? Cool. So everyone likes free. So they're going to refer people to order through their link. That ups your volume, okay? Number 2, they're planting seeds for you because they're like, hey, I take it works. Do you want to order something? People are like, no, not right now, whatever. Then they keep talking about it works. They're like, yeah, I want to order something. Well, they're out of the 30 days, but I know who you can order from. So there's your referral. So that turns into a customer for you. They're planting seeds for you. And I think that's really, I think that's a big thing for the referral link. No names, but don't be scared to follow up with your loyal customers because of what they're going to say. If you are scared to follow up with your loyal customers, then that means you don't know enough about the product that you sold them. And that means that you need to do your research. Because I feel I've had these conversations before where, well, what am I supposed to say to them? I'm kind of nervous. Well, why are you nervous? You sold them the product. You just throw them out the wolves and be like, here you go. Here's your product. Hope you like it. Following up is really important, especially asking them how the product is working for them. Because they can change the ownership. So if they don't like the product, which happens, they can change the product. So help them with that. Another thing that I just recently did is with WOW. When WOW came out, I literally messaged 45 of my customers and said, hey, we have a new product called WOW. Here's Jessica's before and after. And because it's a new product and they can add it to their auto ship if they want. So that's just another hint. Our biggest thing, I mean, this is kind of repetitive when I said this, but don't give anyone false information. If you're not sure, make sure you ask. Make sure you consult your upline. Make sure you do some research, because that's why It Works has a bad name. That's why the rap has a bad name, is because someone one day was like, hey, do you want to rap and go from a 4 to a 2? Someone said that somewhere and then gave us a bad name. So it's important that you never give anybody false information. So talk about how to build a team. So there's no one way to build a team. There's no one way to add people to your team. I don't like calling you guys distributors, because I don't consider you distributors, I consider you my girls, okay? Jessica and Marianne. Marianne, are you here? Hi, how are you? And Matt? Okay, we've never met before in real life. I've actually never met any of my team besides Kayla and Kayla. That's it, I've never met anybody else. That's it, first time for everything, right? And your guys are cute. Hey Matt, thanks for coming. Okay, so I have found Jessica Cass and Marianne on Instagram because I messaged them, and I didn't cold message them. They liked one of my posts, or maybe I stalked one of you. Probably stalked one of you. Definitely stalked you because you're hot. But and I reached out to them, and and this is a huge thing too, is when you reach out to people, be authentic. This side of the room knows me, so you guys know that I swear, I'm weird, I'm kind of crazy, I say a lot of weird words. So when I reach out to people, I'm like, or hey babe, or hey chica, or how you doing? Like, I'm totally like weird, but I keep it weird because people know me as weird. So weird works for me, okay? I can't be like, hey, I work for It Works Global. Have you heard that crazy rap thing? Do you want to try it out? 40% off. Like, I can't do that. Like, I have to be like myself, and I think it's really important to be authentic. So Jessica and Marianne, found them on Instagram. Angelica is in Brooklyn, doesn't speak any English, really. She's really cute too. I found her on Instagram also. 3 people here were loyal customers, and then I was lucky enough to have people come to me. But I treat all of them the same. I treat all of them the same. I give them all the same tools. So kind of working together, the last 2. When I sign a teammate, I give them the tools that work for me, and then they build upon them. Because I can't stress enough, whatever works for you, okay? Kelly lives in North Carolina. She lives in an area that nobody has ever heard of It Works. You need to be posting, I need product testers. Because, yeah, you need product testers. You don't have anybody in North Carolina that knows about the products. That's a perfect post for you. I can't do I need product testers because everyone in Rockford knows me. So all of us. I mean, I don't do the product, that just doesn't work for me. I do informative post. I mean, that's what works for me. So I tell my distributors, don't use exclamation marks. So that's just something to write down. Don't use exclamation marks. I have recently found, and me and TJ were talking about this, when I use exclamation marks, nobody likes my stuff because I'm yelling at them. When I don't use exclamation marks, people like my stuff, okay? So what I do exactly when I get distributors, because I'm long distance, so I'm really phony. I like when people call me. I do a welcome email. A welcome email has all the information that they need only for their first 60 days. Do not overload people. I feel like, overwhelming anybody will get them interested in what's going on immediately. I do a welcome email. I give them my tools. I tell them that they're my best friend, and that is a huge thing. All these people are my best friends, all of them. I tell them to text me 5 times a day. Gibsilla has called me at 1:30 in the morning to sign up a loyal customer. That's 3:30 you guys' time. And I was like, hey, out of bed, roll into bed, really quiet, so that he doesn't wake up and hates me. Let's sign her up, because, that's what I would want. I get screenshots. I tell everyone to send me screenshots. I tell people to send me screenshots so that I can respond to whoever they're talking to, so that they can learn how I respond. I think that's big. Posting. I also give everyone their first couple posts. I don't know if that's good, I don't know if that's bad, that's just the way I do it. I give all my new distributors their first couple posts, word for word. It's like, here you go, have them, because they can read them and they can see what I say, and they can build off that, because people build by learning, or well, they build by seeing. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know why everyone's really quiet. I wish everyone was like talking. Okay, cool. Another thing I do is, since I am long distance, I spend about an hour or two with everybody in the beginning, because we don't talk about it. But I walk everybody through eSuite. That's big, because eSuite is like the biggest problem. Like everyone's like, what is eSuite? I'm scared, I don't know what it is. I walk everyone through eSuite, and the ones that I haven't walked through your suite, it's feeling here. So now I'm gonna walk through eSuite, me and you next to each other. I have them do the training. I tell everyone, so just so everyone knows, I didn't do the training when I first started. I waited like a week and a half, because I was like, I'm too good for training, I don't need it. Well, and I did it, because it answers so many questions. So if you haven't done the training, do the training. I mean, I can tell immediately when people haven't done the training. Go over posting on Oh, Facebook algorithm, so important. And I don't know if this has ever been talked about, because I've never been to one of these, but Facebook algorithm is so important. Does anyone not know what the Facebook algorithm is? Tell me the truth, because I'm gonna tell you right now if you don't know. No, okay, the Facebook algorithm. I have 3,600 friends. I only see 50 of them on my newsfeed. Well, I used to. You know why? It's because you only see who you interact with on Facebook. That's it. In order for people to see, if you're not getting a lot of likes on your posts, it's because people are not seeing your posts. You have to incorporate the Facebook algorithm every single day. That's why when I first got involved, I had 2 likes. Now I'm getting 30 again. Because every single day I wake up and I wish everyone a happy birthday. The happy birthday is the best way to reach your friends that you didn't even know you're friends with. Okay, then 3 times a day for exactly a minute, I scroll through my entire newsfeed and like everybody's stuff. I don't care what it says. I don't care what it says, which is probably bad, but I like everybody's stuff because they're getting my like.